So, Mayor, the judge's decision yesterday, talk to us about what that has done to our city, the people of our city, which is 200,000 people. What was it?
This was a confusing process with a lot of misinformation and uncertainty, and this is a vulnerable population. It has added more confusion. It has, we believe, temporarily delayed the inevitable, but our goal has always been to make sure that there's clear and consistent information and appropriate resources made available, because, as I said in my earlier remarks, at some point this country will have to solve this issue of the fact that we have millions of undocumented residents who are in our communities. They are our neighbors, they're contributing to our economy, they're paying taxes, and we're going to have to address this issue. We just want to make sure that in Houston, Houstonians have the right information and the right resources.
Mayor, are you launching the city launching the website today because the ruling came on Monday night? Was it scheduled to happen today?
We were scheduled, and we're going right ahead. And the ruling, whether or not the President's executive order is allowed to be reinstated, this issue is one that this country is going to be grappling with some time. And as we've indicated, the process doesn't stop. We have folks who need information. They need to come forward. They need to have their documents, and they need to be ready to move when the country is once again moving forward.
Second part, if I may, you went to the mayor's conference in D.C., I think in January, December. Several cities.
Every big city mayor in the United States is standing up and saying, Congress, you need to do something. Cities have to function. Cities have to function 24/7. And any major issue facing our citizens, we have to address. How Congress can continue to ignore this issue is unfathomable to mayors. And the U.S. Conference of Mayors took a public position, and I was one of those mayors who joined in the press conference saying to Congress, you guys pay way too much to do nothing.
What I meant to ask is whether you have any information as to if this delay, to use that term, will be short. No, the deal.
That's up to the legal process, and I don't think any attorney would say you can guess what a federal judge is going to do, and particularly a collection of federal judges.
A question for you or Ms. Chandler. Could you just summarize exactly what the judge's order was, and from a procedural standpoint, what a temporary restraining order compared to an injunction is, just how that's going to work? And finally, do you have any personal opinion on the strength or weaknesses of the arguments that the judge issued that the circuit court will deal with?
Yes, so what happened on Monday is that there was an injunction for the two programs that President Obama set forth in November. That is the creation of DACA and the expansion of DACA. And it stayed the implementation of that through a temporary injunction. That the Obama administration was very clear that they will appeal and will be heard by the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals in New Orleans. Whether that's in days, weeks, or months, we don't try to pinpoint. What it did not disturb was the federal program announced in 2012 that also affects many of our youngest immigrants that came here as child and now are applying for the first time or reapplying. So we want to make sure that that population of immigrants knows that that population of program stays in effect, while others that were covered by the newer announcement in November need to be patient, collect their documents, be prepared, access our website, find a trusted organization, and as the legal process works out its motions and events, is ready and able to apply when the time is right.
Thank you for helping spread the word. Citizenship.org. Again, one of the problems is that there are lots of scammers out there who are charging high fees and taking advantage of vulnerable population. And we want to make sure the accurate information gets gets out. Yes, we've been working on this, and we're going to continue to work on this. Again, whatever happens through the judicial process, we think we have a good website, we have good information, and we're trying to reach those who need it. Thank you for those questions. And I'm going to let these folks, make sure you check out our website before you leave, and spread the word about that, but I'm going to let them step away so you can ask me about the other things you want to ask me.